On the inside. Weiss is doing the smart thing, Bob. Shoe shining. Moving his hands to the body and head. Just letting his hands go.
Omar Weiss taking the action. Hector Camacho Sr. being moved away by security guards.
Camacho Jr. smiling on the outside, but frowning on the inside.
Hey, how about this stat according to CompuBox? In the last 3 rounds, Camacho Jr. has not landed a jab.
The problem with Camacho, 2 things here, Bob. He looks for the counter, and he can be effective, but when he doesn't get the situation, he doesn't know how to lead. He doesn't know how to take charge. He doesn't have that temperament to get off first and set up his offense when you don't set it up for him by walking into counter.
Take a look at Teddy Atlas's scorecard. You have it 59-56 for Weiss. I have it 57-57 through 6.
This is professional boxing. The man who is pressing the fight, as long as he's doing it effectively. The man who is making the fight, landing the more significant punches, controlling the theme and the pace. That man should be rewarded rounds. That man, so far, is Weiss.
Now, Camacho landed a good left hand there before. You see Weiss has outlanded Camacho 12-4 in this round, according to CompuBox. But the punches are too few and far between. Maybe one of the big lessons in this fight for Hector Camacho Jr. is you got to be in shape. Campaigning as a junior welterweight, sure, a couple pounds over, but not 12 pounds over the weight.
Especially if it becomes the kind of fight where you can't sit back at your own pace and just pick your spots and counter when you want at a leisurely pace. If the pace is quick, which Weiss is trying to make the best he can, then being out of shape can start to tell.
Good jab there by Camacho. He needs some more of that to hold off Weiss.
Now around the town is a rattlesnake whip. Take it easy, baby, don't you give me no lip. Who do you love? Yeah, who do you love? Oh, who do you love?
How does your gray beard or mustache reflect on you?
Man, I look old.
Get vitamin-enriched Just for Men gel. The Rejuvenator, specially made to penetrate coarse gray in 5 minutes and match your hair. The Rejuvenator Just for Men gel.
I can't allow you to leave.
Now, evil has a new home. Oh my God. Resident Evil, one hell of a ride. Rated R, now playing.
Well, we mentioned Hector Camacho Sr., that runway, which leads to the ring, moved away by security. For the first 4 rounds of this fight, he was standing up by the rope shouting instructions to his son. There's an elbow there from Camacho, and he gets a warning. Weiss has been cautioned for low blows. Been some dirty antics in the fight. Although the low blows thrown by, there's a right hand by Weiss. The low blows were actually right on the belt line. Teddy's scorecard, 69-65 for Weiss. I have it closer, 67-66. I give Camacho the first 3 rounds.
Who knows how the judges have it?
Teddy, just taking a look at a CompuBox sheet handed to me by Gennaro Hernandez and Joe Carnicelli. Through 7 rounds, Camacho has only landed 3 of 106 jabs.
That is because, and that is a good graphic to show. Oh, this is ridiculous. What is the referee doing here?
Taking a point away from Weiss. This guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Maybe he does know what he's doing. That's what scares me.
Gennaro Hernandez. Was that, now fans are going to throw stuff in the ring. See, this is what's going to happen. Now Camacho, who we know looks to find ways out, or at least he did in Leja, is going to milk this for all it's worth. Fans are starting to throw things.
This has shadows of Jesse James Leon written all over it.
Let's take a look at it, Teddy. Let's take a look at it. Camacho's moving away. He jumps up in the air.
That punch was on the belt line, not low. It was not on the stomach, I give you that, but it was not.
Well, Camacho jumped.
It was not a punch that really hurts you. That there was a cup on. Now, I don't want to be in his place, in his shoes, and say that I could feel his pain, that being Camacho's. But that is a protective cup that is made out of iron and is encased in leather.
But the thing is, Camacho jumped in the air, and that caused the punch to even be low.
That's a very good point, Bob.
He jumped.
Come on. Watch your head.
I mean, if you jump every time a body punch is coming, you'll draw low blows every time.
There is no doubt about it. I don't think I'm going out too far to say Camacho mentally is having problems keeping himself together. Now it's a matter of how much effective pressure Weiss can put on him and how much Weiss can push him downhill. Something subtle there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Camacho just tapped Weiss on the backside when they were in close. That's like saying, hey, buddy, come on. Let's make a little silent agreement here, buddy. Okay? I know a lot of people are going to say, come on, Ted, that's good sportsmanship. Hey, we're in the ring. You can shake hands afterwards. Sometimes that's a guy saying, hey, let's be friends. Sometimes that's a sign of a guy maybe starting to break down.
So the story here in round 8. Weiss loses a point for a low blow. Sure, it was low. Camacho was jumping. But the fact is the 2 previous warnings against Weiss were for legitimate punches that the referee elected to rule low. Even though we have replays that show both of them were right on the belt, a belt that is being worn high by Camacho.
And a belt which the referee never has made Camacho lower.
Straight right hand by Weiss. It's been a good round for Weiss.
It's going to be an even round because of that point taken away.
Take a look at the low blow here in round 8 where Weiss loses a point. Camacho is on the move. There's a right hand. Camacho jumps in the air. And it was below the belt line. There's no question about it. But Camacho was airborne. Now earlier in the fight, watch. Right hand right there was ruled a low blow and the left hand was right on the belt line. Both of those punches were ruled low blows even though clearly one was above the belt and one was on the belt. That's why the point got deducted in this round.
And again, as you pointed out very well, the only reason in the last round that punch was low, Camacho jumped high, forced that punch to go low. And again, it was not what I thought, in my humble estimation, a damaging punch.
Take a look at the punches landed per round. The ref has missed some pretty good action. 61 over 52. Weiss has had the edge. He's been the aggressor.
Again, our good punch stats people have shown us, and you brought up very well, the missing jab of Camacho. His style, he should use a jab. But he has the temperament of looking for counters so much. He doesn't have the attitude, the temperament, or maybe I should say the confidence right now to use that jab the way he should, to set up offense, to control Weiss. In the moments when he can't get counter opportunities. Camacho's living only by the counter right now. And you know what? Weiss is not giving it to him.
Camacho sticking his tongue out at Weiss, clowning around, and look at that, there's a headlock.
Camacho looking to grab every time they get close. Weiss looking to punch.
He's out of shape.
Hold it. That's part of it. No doubt about it. The scales don't lie. He's out of shape mentally, too. Hasn't been in tough fights. 2 fights ago, he had a very difficult fight with Jesse James Leha. Mentally, I would argue, I would offer that Camacho is tentative, not confident, having doubts.
Well, some of the boxing people with some of the other fighters. Camacho again backpedaling. Weiss couldn't get a clean shot on him. Some of the people yesterday around boxing, around the sport, boxing people were speculating that Camacho, the reason why he gained 4 pounds after Weiss is he didn't want to fight Weiss because he knew Weiss was going to be tough.
Right now, this fight is simple. One man's fighting. The other man is looking for one shot, looking to survive. The man fighting, nobody has to be told. It's the man in the blue.
Well, Weiss had a tough decision go against him against Antonio Diaz in India on Friday night fights. He had that draw against Oliveira, even though he outworked Oliveira. He has taken the fight to Hector Camacho Jr. at least through the last 6 rounds. Camacho controlled it early, but Weiss is digging in and battling hard. He, though, could be